Hello everyone, Pastor Kenton Perrin here. I hope you are doing well. Welcome to Ministry Watch. Today on Ministry Watch, we have with us the men's ministry leader of the Lighthouse Seventh-day Adventist Church. I'm going to talk to him about some of the things that they are doing and some of the things that they're planning to do, and some other insights and information that he will share with us. Brother Kim Roy, how you doing, sir?
I'm good, sir. I'm good.
All right, good to hear. Welcome, and thanks for being on here.
No worries. My pleasure.
I'm not gonna grill you too hard, right? I just want to get some basic information.
I appreciate that. Pastor.
All right. I see a logo going in the background there. What's that logo about?
So we have last 2 years ago we had adopted the logo men in MIA, not MIA. So men in action, not missing in action. So that's where one of the logo is, and one of the second logo, which is just men's ministry. So we have adapted that as those logos that we have used as a interaction tool then.
Okay, so men in action, not missing in action.
There you go. Yes.
All right. I like it. It's a good segue for us now. So you are the men's ministry leader for the Lighthouse Seventh-day Adventist Church. How long have you been the men's ministries leader there?
Too long if you ask me, Pastor, but in counting, I think it has been probably about 5 to 7 years, somewhere in that great area. But God is good. He has allowed us to have had where we have different interaction with our men. Before pre-COVID, we have always had like our regular men's ministry spotlight each year, and the logo is one of the years that we adapted that logo, MIA, not MIA. And then we have gone to a few seminars. We have had speakers come in where we have men's only session and so on and so forth. But most importantly, what has been happening is that we have had since way back then, we have had where we had done Financial Peace University with Dave Ramsey.
Dave Ramsey actually, sorry to interrupt, but Dave Ramsey actually came in, or it was like
we had done a series because he has some this that you can follow along. It's it's a 13 Financial Peace University. It's called. We have done where we did another series that's called Step Up. Step Up, that's from one of the directors in the General Conference through men's ministry. We have had also a couple of books that we have introduced to our male members, which has been well. And then we have gone to a few conferences, men's conferences. So we are around, and we have been active in conjunction with the deacons, the men of the church. We have been here doing our thing, so to speak.
Right. You mentioned the financial piece, but what are some of the other topics that you've looked at in terms of men, the things that men face on a day-to-day basis?
Well, one of the things that we have discussed is where we had spent extensively where we had discussed where representation, where Christ has called us to be leaders of our homes,
right.
And so representation in terms of what Christ has called us to be has been one of the themes. And we had segued into where we had, for about a year or so, we had studied the lesson, the lesson quarterly. But for this, for right now as it is,
Right.
we're covering the great controversy. So we have posted in our men's chat the audio version of the great controversy. We have also posted a study guide
Right.
for the great controversy. So that's what we have been focusing on. But it's mainly spiritual upliftment.
Right.
But in the same breath, we have had speakers come in, and we talk about those grinding issues where it comes on to communication and relationship, and so on and so forth, which it's a process for all of us.
Okay. In terms of you guys, I know that we're dealing with the pandemic right now. How are you guys interacting? How are you guys meeting with each other?
Well, we meet. We were actually at the first outset when the pandemic hit last March. We had adopted the Zoom platform, and we actually have never missed a beat in that regards, where it has actually allowed us, where we have men joining us from Canada, from Jamaica, from Texas, from California. We have had men from all different facets of life that join us, and like now we have on average of probably 8 to 15 men that join us every single Monday night, and we start every Monday night. Right now we're pushing it to about from 7:30 to 9:30, and we have had that meeting consistently for the last 7 years or more.
Is it open to all men, or is it just for Seventh-day Adventist men? Like how do you guys?
It's open to all men, and it's a very, very important question that you ask, because we have different individuals that we work with in terms of our daily 9 to 5, and they have also joined us in these interesting interactions that we have from time to time. So it's not exclusive to Seventh-day Adventist men. It's whoever will make up.
What about the younger generation? How do you guys interact and deal with the younger generation? Because some of the things that you mentioned tend to be for individuals who are established. They're older folks. When I say old, more mature.
More mature, yes. So what we have done, and the truth of the matter is, Pastor, we have somewhat dropped the ball on our young men. Yeah. Where about 2 years ago we had started, a youth elder and I had started, well, actually 2 of the youth elders and I had started a kind of a meet and greet with the young men. And the way that church was structured is that you literally have a meeting every Sabbath, and you have 2 and 3 different meetings. So what happens is that, not an excuse, but these young men were kind of nudged to the side. So we have revamped that effort recently, where we have now interjecting these young men into our Sabbath school program. So that's where we are working on right now with our young men, to kind of bring them home in terms of studying their lesson quarterly, studying the Word of God, and just try to be that representation that we can be an icon to them in that representation of Christ.
Okay. Talk to us though about any upcoming plans that you may have, or even if before you get to there, if there's something else that you want to mention before you get to that, you can do that. But the question is mainly, what are some plans that you have coming up? What are things that you want the audience to know?
Well, what our immediate plan in a few weeks is that we're doing the month of June.
Right.
We're calling the month of June Men of Honor.
Right.
And in labeling the month of June Men of Honor, we're going to put a spotlight on the men, not necessarily of the church, not necessarily of the older men alone, but everyone that walks inside here that represents themselves as a male. Yeah. So the month of June, the spotlight for the month of June is where the Wednesday night program, the Sabbath program is going to be geared towards men and men.
Are you comfortable? Are you comfortable with that? It's okay to focus on the men.
Well, ever so often we have to put ourselves in the forefront.
Okay. All right.
So this month we will be doing just that, and emphasizing the male of the church. And also one of the things that also we want to put into perspective, and today's day and age, it allows us to actually capture a broader audience, is where in which we get different speakers, whether it's attorneys to speak to the young men on different life issues, whether it's a financial advisor to direct and guide our young men and even our older men in financial decisions. And also spiritual, yes, the church is a spiritual base, but we also want to make it where it encompasses the whole man. None of us are foreign to one, as long as we're married, whether it's to Christ or to the dearly beloved that God has blessed us with. We also face different challenges. So we don't want to just always address just the spiritual needs. We want to encompass the whole the man on a holistic basis.
Mental, physical, social.
Physical, social, spiritual, you name it, yes.
Men cry too, so even the emotional, huh?
Yeah, yes.
I hear you. All right, so that's the emphasis for the month of June, and you say that you're going under the theme Men of Honor. That's what you're going with?
Yes, Men of Honor, yes.
All right, and you also mentioned that it's Wednesday nights included, so that's the entire month of June. Okay, we're looking forward to that. Any other thoughts, encouragement, or any points, or just a reminder? Remind us again of when you guys meet on Mondays.
Yes, so our meeting is on Zoom, on the Zoom platform. Most of the men that are here or who do not have it, we will be posting that Zoom link.
Okay.
And it's the same Zoom link that's used for the AY period.
Right.
So that Zoom link is where we meet Monday afternoons, starting from we start to come on board at around 7:15, but the meeting actually starts at 7:30. Okay. Yeah. And we meet every single Monday afternoon. The only time we don't meet, or logo is the only time we don't meet if it's snowing. So outside of snow, that's the only thing that will allow us not to meet on a given Monday afternoon. So I'll give credence to that. Snow occasions, we don't meet. Okay. So if it's snowing in South Florida, yes, exactly. So yes, and then also we want to pour or all into our young men that we have here at church, and also to give a shout out to our young men. They have been resilient in coming out since this whole pandemic, and they're the backbones of where the church is on an operational basis right now, over the internet, YouTube, whatever. So these young men, we really and truly don't want to leave them behind. So that's going to be our new emphasis going forward, our young men.
All right, and you're doing the book Great Controversy right now. That's
yes.
On great way to encourage the mental aspect there. Well, I think those are the questions that I have for you today. I really appreciate you being on Ministry Watch, and thank you for sharing some of the things that you have done, and some of the things that you are doing, and some of the things that you plan to do. We hope to see you back on here again, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So thank you for the opportunity of sharing our ministry with us, and God bless.
All right. Blessings on you. Okay, folks, remember, you will get all this information on our social media platform. You know, if there's anything that you need, please reach out to us. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, We will reach back out to you when you touch base with us. If you're a man, if you're a young man, if you're an older man, more mature, if you're a non-Adventist, it doesn't matter. We're more than willing to welcome you and to nurture and nourish and to help you navigate, life itself as we do this as men. God bless you and thank you for watching. And this is Ministry Watch. Until next time, God bless.
God bless.